Okay, everyone, welcome to another video brought to you by Chess.com and FM Daniel Rensch. Today, what we are going to do is move again right into another set of our practical positions in these Rook Endgames. In our practical positions video 1, we talked about how sometimes the outside pass pawn is not as effective as it seems, especially when the rook is behind the pawn. We'll review a little bit of those ideas in this video, but what we're going to start off with is a game of mine, actually, from the Western States Open in Reno back in 2006. This is a game where I was black against a relatively strong player, a master, and we will protect his name for privacy purposes. But anyway, so what we're going to talk about here is a position where the outside pass pawn was effective. And a position where, with a simple knowledge of some tricks that black has at his disposal here, you can win these positions quite easily. Now, in the game, white really has nothing to do at this point, so he made a waiting move, brought his rook to h8, and, he's sitting on the position. And even without that move, he wouldn't have been able to prevent black's next idea anyway. I pushed my pawn, and if anybody wants to take a moment to see what black's goal is, how I'm trying to change this position in order to win, I would recommend you do so now. Okay, let's say you've taken a second to try to solve black's winning idea, and we'll assume that everyone here is a genius, and so you guys were able to solve it. So after white continues to make one other waiting move, what black's threat was to try to create a second pass pawn. Now, which pass pawn does he want to create? If you saw practical sessions, practical rook endings 1, then you'll know that the pawn that's going to change the position of the opponent's king is the c pawn here, the bishop pawn. Giving up this pawn in order to create a corner pawn, not only does it seem illogical, it just flat out is the wrong idea, because when you push this pawn, even if white's making not any useful move here, when you push this pawn, you're doing nothing to change the fact that white's king can wait in the corner. Now, as we've mentioned before in these positions with outside pass pawns, if white were ever to stray his king off of the 7th rank, the rook would easily move off with tempi and queen. Pretty obvious idea. And if the rook, if the rook ever had the opportunity to come behind the king, like let's say the king moved to the bishop file right away, now we have this famous rook ending trick I like to call the backdoor rook trick, where the rook comes behind the king, and after the pawn is captured, we win the rook. So the point of showing you those two simple ideas is just to execute the fact that this king is trapped in the corner. He has to stay on one of these two squares back and forth, or he will lose the endgame.
We hope you enjoyed this video demo from Chess.com. Subscribe today to finish this video and get unlimited access to our full video library. Your membership also includes access to Chess Mentor, the most advanced interactive training tool available anywhere. You'll also get full access to the Opening Explorer, Tactics Trainer, and much, much more. So sign up today and get serious about improving your game.